From Ashland, Oregon, home of William Shakespeare and progressive politics, and broadcasting live from the Southern Oregon University Digital Media Center and the RVTV studio, it's the So Not So Late Night Glamour Dave show, and recorded before a non-existent studio audience with a skeletal crew of certified public access producers. You can expect to see tonight's guests, whoever they may be, the Glamour Dave Comedy Players, and the Rogue Valley Public Access Orchestra. Now, here's your host, David Glamour Dave Nienow.
So Not So Late Night Glamour Dave show. And so I welcome you, our audience, to what is my take of classic late night comedy bits. And tonight we happen to have the Rogue Rage Duo as our musical guests for tonight. They are applying for the role of the Rogue Valley Public Access Orchestra. So we are seeing how they're going to perform, and so they'll be playing a little bit later in the show. So tonight I'm going to have as my first guest Richard Jensen, who is a local film director, and so we're going to be talking about his work in the local film scene, and in between we'll have, I'm sure, some stupid comedy shit that will be happening. So be on the lookout for that. Some of it can be subtle, so that's just the way I am. I'm a subtle kind of a guy, if you can't tell. So let's get ready to get this show on the road. And oh, look, I've got Apple Lynn is coming on to the set. Apple Lynn provides me with my lucky apples. How are you doing, Apple Lynn?
Well, I'm doing absolutely fabulous, Glamour Dave.
Yeah, well.
But I had to come to first say how wonderful it is that you're doing this fabulous show. And oh, look at all these people. Oh, my goodness.
It takes a lot to get a show done.
It's really fabulous. This is community TV.
That's right, yeah.
Isn't community TV the best TV
It absolutely
in all the land?
Yeah.
I hear that, yeah. Well, I have to say, I realize you want to rip off every act that's ever been done.
That's right.
But the Apple has gotten way too much credit.
Oh, okay.
From the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's true enough. Yeah.
Yeah. And an apple a day keeps the doctor away. That don't work. Did anyone notice? Anyway, yeah. I thought we would kind of maybe think of a different fruit.
A different fruit. Okay.
I brought a couple runners up.
Yeah. Okay.
Much like the band, everything's up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So. You have your normal apple, of course.
Yes, that's right, yes. Yes, I get these from you. They've been really lucky for me, so.
But this plum.
Plum.
That plum.
Yeah.
Has been touched with the magic kiss of the sun.
Okay.
But not, and today it might have got a little bit of kiss.
Okay.
Yeah. And then of course there's always the peach.
Yeah, yeah.
But you know the trouble with the peach is that they're so soft. They're not all the time.
Yes,
Peaches are just sometimes.
Yes, right.
You know.
Yeah.
And then you got these plums. They're good. They're good. And you know, tomatoes are a fruit.
Yeah.
Tomatoes are good.
Okay.
But, and the pears, they're not ready yet. They're not ready. But the pears are good.
How much is all this?
But I think what you really need is the banana.
Yeah. Well, that's possibly an idea.
Of all the fruit.
But this is a public access show, Apple, and I don't have a whole lot of money. So how much is all this?
Oh, money.
Yeah, that's a bit of an issue.
Well, it's smaller than the national debt.
Yeah, okay.
But larger than...
Well, I think
A
what
bread
we're
box.
I think what we're going to have to do is I'm going to have to like
Talk into
negotiate.
the banana.
Yeah, I'm going to have to like negotiate with you about the rate on your other fruit.
Well,
and
see if
what,
these work.
Yeah, see what.
You might be extra lucky tonight.
Yeah.
And those are just gratis over
Yeah,
here.
okay.
You should
Oh, well, I
have
appreciate it.
this one too. That's
Yeah,
a
okay.
good tomato.
Okay, well,
And-
thank you. I
Oh, here's
appreciate it.
another one of these pears.
Okay, all
Yeah,
right.
they're good.
That's good.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
you have
thank.
a great.
Okay.
Don't forget this plum.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
Well, thank you, Apple Lynn. I appreciate the free fruit.
Break
All
a
right.
leg.
All right. Thank
Break
you
a
very
leg.
much. All right.
Hey, you guys.
Yeah.
You really do it.
All right. Well, with that done, it's time for introducing our first guest, Richard Jensen. So, Richard Jensen, come on to the set and let's do a talk. And I gotta get rid of my fruit here. Okay. Well, that went a little bit longer than I expected, but get ourselves plugged in here. All righty. There you go. And we're plugged in.
Wasn't
We're ready.
expecting to do prop comedy tonight.
Well, this is kind of a, this is public access, at its most core basic level, and I've got a small budget, so we do what we can. And I thank you guys for the introductory music. Thank you very much. So, Richard, you're a local film director.
Yeah, I've been making little short films for the last couple of years, but last year we launched a Patreon page in order to
Right.
kind of subsidize it.
Yeah.
Patreon.com/Celtic Ray Filmworks.
Uh-huh.
We've had some play at film festivals. A couple of one of my shorts, Cuck, actually was a semi-finalist at the American Horror Film Festival last year in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin.
Oh, cool.
And we won Best Comedy Short at the Portland Short Film Festival in Portland a few months back.
All right. Well, that's doing pretty good. Yeah.
We're doing all right.
Yeah.
We're starting to make some noise. We're starting to get things done.
Yeah. And so how many shorts have you created since you started going down this path?
Well, we've been trying to average about a short a month, so I think
Okay.
we're about 9 to 10. There's been a couple months where we've missed because of
Yeah.
various scheduling things. But
Right, yeah.
So we're about 9 to 10 shorts.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's now I believe we have a clip of
We actually have a selection of clips. They're from 3 of the shorts. Cuck, which is the one that won in Portland. And then there's a second short called The Tale of Billy's Johnson, which is actually going to be playing at a film festival in Nigeria
Oh, wow.
at the end of the month.
Okay.
And then the third one is You Think You're Better Than Me, which is currently going out to film festivals right now.
Okay. All right. Well, the control room can bring up that clip package, and the audience can see a little bit of what Richard produces and directs.
Feel my man wrath, Francis!
Fuck you, you syphilitic harridan. No woman's peach cobbler is best shove your face in your peach cobbler and choke on it. Beginning to think this isn't about cobbler.
And he called you a harridan. He thinks you're a lady.
Damn my ambiguous first name.
But the other villagers were not as enamored of Billy's penis, and when he took it out, they would avert their eyes and yell, "For the love of God, Billy, zip it up!" But Billy never zipped it up. He let it lie out in the sun like a bull seal soaking up the rays.
Wait a minute, what was that about black people? You heard me. The Emancipation Proclamation was the worst thing that ever happened to this country. Put them all back in chains, I say. Oh, I may live in a dumpster right now, but when I get an apartment, I want Halle Berry cleaning it. Your Oscar means nothing now. Get on your knees and scrub my toilet, Catwoman.
All right. Well, we're back. So now, how long have you been doing like the Patreon thing?
We've been doing it since June.
Okay.
It's not doing as well as we'd like.
Yeah.
Which is one reason that I actually have to make an announcement tonight.
Sure.
We are actually going to have an evening of shorts at the Randall Theater on August 25th. We're
Okay.
basically going to be showing most, if not all, of the completed shorts we have so
Yeah, all
far,
right.
including the ones for the clips we've just seen.
Yeah.
And afterwards, we're going to be doing a question and answer. It's going to be myself and a few of the cast members who I can wrangle, depending
Right.
on their schedules, because
Yeah.
you know everybody's busy.
Exactly.
Right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that sounds great.
Yeah,
So,
it's going to be again August 25th, Randall Theater. I'll have all the information on the website, CelticRayFilmworks.com, and you will be able to buy tickets online. But you might want to buy them early because there's only 60 seats at the Randall, so it will hopefully sell fast.
Yeah. Well, that hopefully it turns into a good fundraiser for you, because I know I've got a Patreon page myself for what I do here at the studio, and you know, it's producing the stuff. You know, it takes time and money, and there's expenses that need to be paid for.
Oh, absolutely.
So, yeah.
I mean, film festivals are not free, and
That's
I would
right.
like to pay my actors a certain
Yeah,
stipend.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Actors
they
like it when they pay. You get
yeah.
paid.
Yeah, beyond food. I mean, you know, actors will do a lot for food, but
Right, but
yeah, it's nice to be able to reward them beyond food.
exactly. You pay them a stipend, plus they're a film, and otherwise I try to keep costs down because I basically do every job myself.
Yeah.
I'm basically writing the scripts. I'm the director. I do sound. I do the sound. I'm my own cinematographer. Basically, I'm just
Yeah,
one man banding it.
the one-man band, independent film producer.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's it's. I've been watching. I track you. I follow you on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Raging Celt, Twitter, RagingCelt.com.
That's right. Yeah, and also you've been kind of supportive to me with when I post my stuff on my Twitter, and
Well, we try.
Yeah, we try to help each other out.
There you go.
Try to support each other. So yeah. Well, I'm happy to have you on here and to talk about your work. What was it that initially really kind of got you to pursue filmmaking as a thing?
Well, I've always been a film nerd. I was one of those sad 12-year-olds who saw Star Wars
Yeah, well.
first time around, but the film that actually got me started wanting to be a filmmaker was Phil Kaufman's The Right Stuff, which is still my all-time favorite movie. And a couple years ago, my mom sadly passed, and I used the money from her estate to, buy a good DSL camera and some
Right.
sound equipment. I figured, okay, let's do this thing. Let's plunge in and do this.
Yeah, right.
I've been talking about for years making my own stuff. Well, put up a shut up.
Well, exactly. Yeah, it's I'm kind of have a similar situation. I mean, it's like I knew that my father was going to pass away sometime last year, and I had to kind of after caring for him for several years, I had to kind of decide that it was time to start a whole new direction in my life, and RVTV here was a way to kind of get jump started in a whole new arena, so yeah, it's been you either if you don't step up and just bite the bullet, nothing's going to happen.
Exactly.
Yeah. So what else have you got planned that's upcoming in terms of projects?
Well, right now I've got a new short that I'm hopefully going to shoot with Michael Meyer within the next couple of weeks called Beware of the Batterbock.
Okay.
Not the Battercock, the Batterbock.
Okay.
Because the Battercock is covered by copyright.
Okay.
There's another short I've got in the can right now, which I kind of have to tinker with a little bit. And aside from that, I basically, how do I describe this? Basically, I don't know what I'm doing month by month because I haven't written the scripts yet. So it's basically, first you write the script, then you get it done. So it's a very relatively quick process.
Okay. All right.
You come up with the idea, you write the script, and then basically just get it shot as quickly as
And how
possible.
long does it typically take you to once you got the script done and then you begin the production, what's the time frame for putting the short together?
Well, it depends on how fast we can get the cast together, but generally they are designed to be shot in one day.
Oh, wow, okay.
So we shoot everything one day, and then it maybe takes about 2 or 3 days to edit and do post-production on, depending on the short.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, I mean, it sounds like you're enjoying the process. It's an adventure for you.
It's an adventure. It's tough sometimes because you're also juggling the day job and other things too.
Yeah, yeah. Well, because this is a pretty small film community that we have here in Southern Oregon. So, but it continues to slowly grow and expand, and it's something that I've noticing. Having just been doing this work for myself for just only the past year, so Yeah, and you're also a member of SOFAM, which is the Southern Oregon Film and Media
Southern
Group.
Oregon Film and Media.
Yeah, we're both members of that. My floor director, Leah Dougal's also a member of that as well. Yeah, yeah. So, and that's a good group to get involved in
Yeah.
if someone's interested in kind of getting into the local film scene.
It helps. It's good for networking, that
Yeah,
sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I would like to eventually get to the point with the Patreon where I can start affording to hire actual crew members to
Yeah.
help me with
Yeah,
this
right.
stuff.
Yeah.
Particularly sound. Sound's been a big bugaboo for us for the last year.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but I'm starting to get better at that. But it would be nice to have somebody help out with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that's always a key thing. Well, Richard, I really appreciate you coming on the show. Where are we at in the time here, God Mike? Where are you at?
Looks like we have about another 3 minutes.
Okay, well, I'm going to we've got the opportunity here at the end of this interview. You have a choice to do, we can do an awkward pause. We can, you can toot your own horn. And if you want to toot your own horn, I have got a cheap dollar flute to toot your own horn by. Or you have the option here to win the small cash prize. Where's my small cash prize? Where's my money?
Small cash prize.
Yeah, small cash prize is a bag of 100 pennies. Okay.
That cannot get much smaller.
Okay. But to win that, you've got to answer correctly a trivia question.
I'll take the trivia question. This is something I'm good at.
Okay. All right. Well,
right,
you've
good.
got 4 categories: entertainment, Harry Potter, the 80s, or Sex and the City TV show.
I'll take entertainment.
Entertainment. Okay. All right. So, this is your question.
I'm going to embarrass myself on TV for $1.
Yes. Well, you know, it's worth. You know, you don't know. There might be a 1909 SVDP penny in there. Who knows? You know. The following question comes to us via Gmail from the show's ancestral home of the Nienow clan in Mapleton, Minnesota. Crater Lake is the 5th oldest national park in the United States and the only national park in Oregon. The lake is 1,949 feet deep at its deepest point, making Crater Lake the deepest lake in the United States and the 9th deepest in the world. Your question is, who was Burt Reynolds' love interest on and off screen in Smokey and the Bandit?
Oh, that's easy. Sally Field.
That's right. That is the correct answer, and you win the small cash prize of 100 pennies.
That was an easy one because I have actually just recently, went down to Georgia for a film festival that ended up imploding on me. I actually ended up watching Smokey and the Bandit on the plane ride up.
Okay. All right.
So,
all right.
so that's an easy $1.
Yeah,
right
that's,
there.
you know, well, you put that towards your next budget, you know.
Oh, good. That should get me. Nothing. I got nothing.
All right. Are we at time for the Public Access Orchestra to do its thing?
We have about 2 more minutes before the band.
Oh, okay. Well, in this case, then let's bring up the message to Garth Brooks, and we will do that a little bit and inform Garth Brooks of a theme park of song suggestions I have for him. All righty. So, this is a message for Garth Brooks. Garth, I want to let you know that I have an idea for a theme park for you to run on your Sirius radio show. And the theme park idea is all about Linda. So, these are the following songs I recommend for your theme park. Linda on My Mind by Conway Twitty, Linda by Steve Wariner, and Slow Down Linda by Eric Clapton. Okay? So that's my theme park suggestion for this episode. And take it or leave it, but that's my idea for your next theme park on your radio show. Okay. Yeah, well, you know, it's an idea, you know. I listen to Garth every day in the car, you know, and unless my mother's driving, then we sometimes switch over to the Elvis radio station. So, but that's it. You know, Garth or Elvis is what we're listening to in the car. Okay. So I think it's about time. The Rogue Rage Duo can regale us with their music and in their effort to apply for the position of the Public Access Orchestra here at RVTV. So I'll let you guys do your thing. stuff right there. So where are we at, God Mike? Where are we at in the timing?
Looks like we're 23 minutes into the show, Dave.
Wow, okay, we still have some time. Well, let's talk to you guys for a little bit. How long have you been playing together?
3 years.
Yeah, okay. And what brought the two of you together to form your little duo?
I needed money.
Yeah, right. Yeah, well, that's always a good start, yeah.
We met at one of my jams like 21 years ago.
Uh-huh.
But I've always been in bands, and I don't do that anymore.
Right.
So we can load up everything into the pickup truck. We play in Reno, Sparks, Virginia City, Portland,
Yeah.
down through California and all over Southern Oregon. And we even played in Memphis once.
Wow, okay, cool. Well, I mean, you guys do really bang up job with the music. I suspect that after your appearance here that you're going to be booked all over the place. Probably you're not going to be able to repeat as the Public Access Orchestra, but that is something that as producer I have to contend with on this show. You know, so we will have you play again on the second segment. Geez, I don't know, with all this extra time, I don't know what to do with myself other than just.
Well, I could tell a story about the Georgia trip that I mentioned.
Sure,
earlier.
go ahead, yeah.
Surely. Well, what happened was I got an invitation to submit a film into the Colusa County Film Festival in Georgia, and I ended up getting accepted. And I ended up going down there. Well, let's see how I can phrase this properly. Turned out to be not as good as I expected. Apparently, the guy who was running it had no idea what he was doing.
I seem to recall hearing about this a few months
Oh,
ago.
yeah. Essentially, he said it was going to be held at this giant public area. Turned out that he said that the alderman who was in charge of the town was an actor and was annoyed that he had not been invited to the thing, and so he shut it down. Turned out the real reason was the guy didn't pay the deposit on the venue. So we ended up going to a second venue, which is a farmhouse near Georgia. Actually, I gotta say, it was a very nice farmhouse. They actually rented out for weddings, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But again, no screenings because they hadn't really been set up for that.
Yeah, right.
And we ended up getting kicked out the second day because they weren't getting paid. So basically, I spent about $1,100, which I could have used for production funds.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Funds going to Georgia, and it would have been just as applicable, just throwing it into a bonfire.
Yeah, right, yeah.
But it was a disaster, but it wasn't a total disaster. I did get to meet Leanna Quigley, very nice
well,
lady.
hey, okay, there you go.
Trash from
Yeah.
Return of the Living Dead.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Very nice lady, by the way.
Yeah.
And Michael Berryman, the guy from Hill Has High, actually said I had a nice hat.
Oh, well,
so
there
that
you
was
go.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I did get a podcast appearance out of a podcast called Earth Station 1, which is run by Michael Gordon. If you can find that on the internet, it's kind of your one-stop all-geek podcast.
Okay.
They do a good thing.
All right, okay. Well.
But again, the short didn't get screened. We had
Can we get a cleaning crew?
Yeah. Oh, look, yes, we're coming. Yeah. We're. Okay.
It looks
Yes.
like it's time to wrap it up.
All
Oh,
right.
geez. Okay. Cleaning
Turn off the
crews.
lights.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
20 seconds.
Oh,
There
geez.
you
Yeah.
go,
Okay.
there you
Well,
go.
we're coming to the end
take
of
a
the
little off
show,
the
so I
top.
might as well
Take a little off the
thank
top.
everyone.
Okay.
Thank my crew.
There you
Thank the
go.
Road Rage Duo for performing. Thank Richard Jensen for coming
This
on.
one does.
And okay, so we're going to take a break, and we will head to the next.